Fasting today, April 15th, 2025. Like, subscribe, share, comment. 'Cause you're beautiful, and that's why. So, y'all, in this series, I'm just going to be holding myself accountable to fasting. Because I haven't been fasting the way I'm supposed to. And the first 2 weeks of this month was tough. The targeting began to get progressively worse. Things began to happen that I'm not used to. The Lord has protected me from this targeting so well that I'm trying to make it seem like it's his fault. It's not his fault, but it's my fault. I had become complacent. Began to take it a little bit for granted. His protection. I began to almost think like, well, this targeting ain't nothing anyway, and it's not true. This targeting is actually terrible. That was cold water, and that it was also God confirming this that what I just said, because that wasn't planned. Um, if you don't have the Lord shielding you from the targeting, this targeting is absolutely terrible, and it's not. Yeah. So I can talk about you have to tithe your time to the Lord in prayer. You have to tithe your money to the Lord by helping the poor, and all of that's true. But it is ultimately the presence of God that will shield you from this targeting. It's not anything. It is what you do. To be sure, it is what you do. But it's the Lord, and it's an obedience to the Lord that results. That gets you, the Lord. They get you the results of the Lord shielding you from all of this targeting. And so I didn't fast. The Lord had told me going back at least like 2 years, but probably more like 3 years. The Lord told me fast regularly. I'll be honest, with you, probably more than 3 years. The Lord told me fast regularly. And so when I fast, by the way, I do water only fast. That's how I fast. I just do water and no food at all. And so I did fast today. I'm supposed to be doing a 12-hour fast and a 24-hour fast every week. So I have nothing to complain about. The flesh doesn't like to fast. I don't like fasting. I don't even like to say that because it's fasting is one of those spiritual tools with which you can fight this program. And it's amazing because going back 2 years, not going back 2 years, going back to the beginning of last year, I just moved into this wonderful government apartment, and I was stressed out. I was stressed out over the move. They were trying to throw me out of temporary public housing, and apparently, I don't even understand. I understand that the Lord didn't allow it to happen, but this one lady was like, "Oh yeah, I wasn't going to let them do that," and she really played a major role in getting me into permanent housing. But I don't know how everything worked out. I just know that the Lord did it. Praise His holy name forever and ever. So where am I going with this? So when I moved here, I didn't fast for like 2 months, you guys. And I felt like the Lord was patient with me. I felt like things started going really weird by the end of those 2 months. And I was like, oh, that's because I'm not fasting. I told the Lord I would fast regularly. And I do this fast. I'm supposed to be doing this fasting 3 weeks out of the month. So the Lord put up with me for almost 2 months of not fasting. Almost not at all. Well, guess what? I haven't fasted in 2 weeks. And you guys, these last 2 weeks were so bad. Not compared to other TIs, because the Lord still protects me from all this targeting. But particularly during my prayers, I was being hit with DEWs, and I'm used to the Lord neutralizing them. So I may feel them, I may notice them, but the Lord doesn't let them hurt me. The Lord just makes me shrug over it, because it's like, who cares? The Lord's shielding me from it and neutralizing them. I know what's happening, but it's not a big deal. It wasn't like that, y'all. It was like I could barely endure it. So, normally I would do my Torah fast like on Wednesday, and then I would do my 20-hour fast between Saturday and Sunday. But in an effort to try to get myself back right with the Lord, I just started doing my fast Monday, and I'm so happy. This fast this is supposed to be the 12-hour fast, and it's gonna go. Praise God, Hallelujah, and it's gonna go. It's gonna go over 18 hours. So I feel like that kind of makes it a little bit. But you guys, when I was praying last night, it was kind of like during my prayers, I said, okay, I'm going to do the fast. I was tripping. I don't want to do the fast. How am I going to get through a 12-hour fast? That's so long to go without food. Oh my gosh, it's just basically going to bed and skipping one meal, whether it's dinner or breakfast. That's basically all a 12-hour fast is. Um, anyway, I was being a big baby. So, now I gotta wash out this cup because the rim touched the floor. Rim touched the floor. Anyway, oh, what was I gonna say? But his protection over me last night was so much stronger, so much better. And it just goes to show the Lord's not putting up with my BS, you guys. He's not putting up with me gonna be like not fasting and not fasting and not fasting. I don't want to, you know, even this is sinful in a way, but he will let me skip fast sometimes, but to skip them and to skip them, to skip them just because I don't feel up to it, not for any particular reason, just because I don't feel like it basically, he's not going to tolerate that from me anymore. And I cannot live without God's protection. The targeting, particularly the DEWs and the fear vibrations, have been much greater. Yeah, I gotta make sure I don't go too far away. This finna, this phone finna get knocked on the floor. I'm making me some coffee right now, y'all, and I'm getting up some condensed milk. I put milk in my coffee instead of creamer because that's what the Bobby Parrish says you should do. He says all them trans fats in the creamer ain't no good for you. Although the milk I'm using is not Bobby approved, to be honest, but we do what we can. It's hard. They put so much crap in so many products that it can literally be difficult to find everything that you get Bobby approved. So anyway, so that's it. That's what this series is going to be about. It's going to be about just my experience fasting, and it's going to be more than anything. It is about holding myself accountable to doing my fast. So every time I do a fast, I'm gonna do a video, just like my other videos on the witching hour, and I forget what the other ones are, but several of them that I do, it's just about holding me accountable, y'all. Alright, so I send out my love to all y'all beautiful one again to you. As quickly I remind y'all to please pay your tithes and offerings, okay? You ain't gotta worry about everything I do, fasting and all that. Yes, eventually you'll have to fast, but that'll be between you and the Lord. He'll lead you there. But for what you guys need to do now, you guys need to pay your tithes and offerings. You need to help the poor. You need to tithe your time to the Lord in prayer and reading His Word. And that's what TIs need to do, because if you tithe your time to the Lord and your money to the Lord, you will get to know the Lord. And if the targeting does get a little uncomfortable, like it's been for me lately, it's been a little intense, not overwhelming. Still the Lord showing me, but Him opening my eyes to my rebellion. Rebellion is as unto witchcraft and idolatry. You know, opening my eyes. The Lord let it get tough enough to open my eyes to let me see I need to obey. I need to keep my word to the Lord, just like I said I was going to do. And Um, and I need to fast. I don't. This might sound a little negative, but just to show you that God is not so stressed, so strict. Maybe from time to time I will skip an extra fast, but I'm not going to be skipping them for no weeks. And I'm going to try to not skip them at all, to be honest. Maybe not even to take a week off. We'll see. I don't know, but I doubt it. I probably will take my week off every month, and maybe I will skip one occasionally. But skipping them for 2 weeks, no, I can't stand this targeting, y'all. And the Lord's tolerance with me is he's not putting up with my rebellion. He got me to start fasting. It was like 3 years ago, and even then, I was rebelling because the Lord kept telling me fast regularly, fast regularly, fast regularly, and for some reason I was too dumb to know what that even meant. And the truth is, I didn't want to fast regularly. I didn't want to fast at all. So I was like, let me do a 40-day water-only fast like Jesus and Moses did, and then I'm never going to fast again. That fast went 22 days. It was a blessing, and the Lord honored that fast. But that's not what the Lord told me to do. He didn't say go on a 40-day fast. He said fast regularly. And so that's why I do the 24 and the 12-hour fast. And like I said, today I'm so happy that this fast went 18 hours. And I'm so happy that his protection over me, oh my gosh, was so good last night, you guys. It was so good. And he really was neutralizing the DEWs, and he just protected me, you guys. I worship him. I send out my love to all y'all. Beautiful morning again. TIs. God bless.